Hey crafty people, it's Tasha here for Time for Tea Designs, and today I'm sharing a super easy 2-for-1 background technique using some of the products from the latest release. So I've got here the confetti stencil, and as soon as I saw it, it just looks like sprinkles. I was just really excited to make a sprinkle background, so that's what I'm going to do here. So I grabbed an A2 panel of Nina £80. A2 is 4¼ by 5½ inch, and that's just my preferred sort of size for card making. I've also got the brand new teal blender brush, and if you haven't tried the Time for Tea Designs blender brushes before, then you really got to. They're amazing. Blew me away. Absolutely incredible. And it's so pretty. So I've got the stencil taped in place, and then I'm just going to use a few different Catherine Pooler inks. I'm really sorry if you're wondering what that noise is. I'm not sure whether the microphone will be picking it up as much as it is here, but I'm currently sitting in a caravan in a very, very rainy Wales. So it's quite something, the noise of heavy rain on a caravan. But hey, so once I was happy that I'd got lots and lots of pink sprinkles on my background, you can see here, you peel it up and you can just leave it like that if you want, but I'm going to take it a little bit further. So I lined up the stencil again so that I could then rotate it once, and then I've grabbed out another ink colour and I'm just going to add some more sprinkles over the top, and I'm just going to keep doing that until I'm happy with the amount of colours that I've got, the amount of sprinkles that I've got, and yeah, it's just a really easy and fun way to create a background, and you're stretching the supplies that you've got, because you're taking what is a single stencil and you can make it anything at all. Just vary the amount of times you turn it, shift it a little bit. You could even if you make sure that you thoroughly wipe the ink off, you can even flip it over for a completely different orientation as well. So that is really cool. Unfortunately, I've only got one of the Time for Tea ink blending brushes currently, but I think I've got to get some more because they're incredible. So I'm just building up the background bit by bit, and I started to sort of shift the stencil over as well. And even just once I was quite happy with the majority of the area, knocked my microphone. Once I was happy with the majority of the coverage that I got, then anywhere where I thought that I needed a bit more, just stick the stencil over there. So now I've grabbed out the new paper pad as well, which is incredible. I love it, and I'm just choosing a paper that I would like to mat this patterned background onto. I like it on the yellow, but I just wanted to try it. What did I think on the green? No, definitely think that the yellow was my favourite. I mean, would you choose a different one? Which one would you think that you would be happiest with? But I definitely liked the yellow. So I grabbed that out, and then I'm just going to trim down the stenciled background and trim down the pattern paper background. So the stencil background I trimmed down to 5¼ by 4, and then the yellow pattern paper I trimmed to be the full A2 size. I just like to have that little bit of a border around my my ink blended piece. I just think that looks nice. That's just a preference that I have. Normally I would cut something from the centre of a piece of pattern paper like this that I was just using as a background, but that wasn't entirely what I had planned at this point. So I didn't cut it down. I wish I had though. So I took out the new Big Birthday Wishes die, which I love. There's just so many amazing things in this latest release. There's just so many amazing things in every single release. Joe just knocks it out of the park every single time. I'm like, this is your best release. So I cut the sentiment down, and then I'm just showing you that I popped it back into place just so that I could glue all of the inside bits for each of the letters, and get them in the right place. So what I was originally planning was that I was just going to have that yellow poke through to have the so with the sentiment that was cut out, the Big Birthday Wishes, I'm going to turn that into a card as well. So you're going to get 2 for 1, which I love. Now, I didn't want it on a busy background, but I didn't want a completely plain background either. So I've just got another A2 panel of Nina, £80, and I'm just literally scoring it horizontally. I think I did it every 1/4 of an inch, maybe 1/8 of an inch, just to give a little bit of interest and texture to the background. And it's just one of my favourite ways of adding a little bit of something to a plain white background. I use one of the strips that I cut off from the panel, and I also stuck that on, and yeah, I really like how that looks, and I like always good. I did stack the sentiment up on a couple of just plain white die cut sentiment. Then here is where I realised that it didn't really stand out enough on the just having the yellow background, so I cut the sentiment again from this pink cardstock that I had in my stash, and I'm just gluing that straight into place, so it's just like an inlay, which is why normally I wouldn't have wasted the entire sheet of pattern paper behind, but I thought that you were going to see that. So yeah, but I really like how it turned out. I think that the pink works a lot better. So this little mouse dude is from the Birthday Bear Wishes stamp set. He's adorable. I stamped him out in some fade out ink and no line coloured him, and just popped him on there. I thought it looked cute, like he's sort of running up the steps to bring you your birthday cake, which is exciting. And then for my clean and simple card, I've just got a bunch of coloured gems and stuck them randomly dotted about, and there you go. You've, for the same amount of time that I would have had one card, I've got 2, which always makes me happy. Let me know what you guys think, if you've ever tried this technique before, and if you think that it's something that you would like to try in the future. Don't forget to like the video if you've enjoyed it, and please do subscribe to us if you aren't already, because we bring you weekly inspiration using the amazing Time for Tea Designs products. I hope that you have a lovely, happy, safe, wonderful week. Stay crafty. Bye.